All right, thank you so much, Lydia, for the intro. Once again, I am yeabruh00. I am a classic Mario speedrunner. And with me on the commentary team, we've got SuperSonic and GTAce.
How's it going, everyone?
Hello, hello.
All right, so just so you know, I'm hailing all the way from San Diego. So just to troll you right away. And it is a perfect opportunity to showcase. I started SMB1, Super Mario Bros. 1, way back in 2020. And then I started branching out to the other classic Mario games. And then at some point I thought, why not do all of them back to back to back? And that's why we're all here today, so I can showcase just that. So let's get a countdown in 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right. So you'll see me here go for a mushroom. It's a way to eliminate tricky jumps and RNG. Well, there's only one RNG level, practically speaking, 8-3. And then there's some tricky pipe jumps coming up in 8-1. If you're small, it's pretty tricky, but with fire, which I'm about to get here in the second level, it becomes mundane. By the way, the fireworks, the way they work here is if you grab the flagpole with a timer ending in 6 or 3 or 1, it will give you fireworks of the same number. One firework doesn't really lose time, so that's fine. But that one, I got 3 fireworks. Never a bad time for fireworks.
It's about 1 second, so it's not too bad.
Yeah.
You can think of it like a celebration, you know?
It is true.
We have a $5 donation from MDiv. Let's go! Thank you for donating toward that incentive.
4-1's a good level for a couple donations.
Oh, perfect. Thank you again, MDiv, for that. We have a donation from MPG for $20. Super Mayo Bro. Thank you. We are schmoovin' on that blindfolded incentive. We are at $715. We're moving. Let's keep those donations coming in. I really want to see that at the end of this run.
Mm-hmm. Now we got a cool trick coming up here. The wrong warp here. He's gonna move Mario's exposition by clipping under these with the little duck jump and then getting stuck and getting pushed. And with a high exposition, you can trick the game into still having the previous warp zone loaded, which is where the vine takes you. So you kind of just go in here and there you are. No vine. Skips vine animation, saves quite a bit of seconds. So we love to see it.
Yeah, here we are heading in 8-1. This is the longest level of this game. If you end up dying anywhere in this level, there are no checkpoints going forward in World 8, so it's going to try to keep the Fire Flower as long as you can for this segment.
Yeah, you'll see it come into a lot of use in this level, making what would be like very tight jumps trivial by just shooting the plants out of your way.
Pretty good fireballs there. That's a really big jump.
That was an interesting strategy, man. But that's what a perfect 8-1 looks like.
Yep.
Woo!
Now let's see how the judges are feeling. Yeah, let's go.
Good judges.
It saved a whole frame rule there. We all know what that is, right?
Frame rules, huh?
Frame rules.
Well, you know. Actually, I'm not even going to go to that.
Ever heard of this bus thing that everyone talks about? Yeah. But yeah, there's like a 75% chance you actually beat that stage optimally if you play it perfectly, and it worked out. Oh, are we?
Are you going to go for it?
Let's give it a try.
Left. Oh. Yeah, you jumped a couple frames late, so if you did a wiggle, there was a chance, but again, you have to jump frame perfectly, and it's a 50-50 shot, even if you do it right, so, I mean, it's hard.
Close.
Speaking of hard, 8-3.
8-3 is definitely a level, especially when you have Hammer Bros. And these Hammer Bros pretty much have a mind of their own. Thankfully, with the Fire Flower, we don't have to worry about it too much. So you can just kind of shoot them down. There could be instances where they just kind of throw the hammers, you know, after they're defeated. So like that, you kind of saw that they flung it backward. So.
There's that intentional slowdown to avoid the 3 and avoid the fireworks. So actually going to save time over not slowing down.
Those donos are still coming in. We have a $25 from Austinian right here in this audience for this show. Let's see that blindfold run.
Yeah, we're getting there. All right, A4, really cool trick coming up here.
That's not it.
Yeah, the plant's just kind of weird, but gonna walk, push B in the air, set up a nice wall jump. Easy, man.
Easy.
Had a whole 2 frames to hit that. This game runs at 60 frames per second, so, you know, 1/30th of a second. That's another wrong warp. You load the next warp zone this time and then go back into that pipe. And then this is called duck swimming, pushing A while you're crouching underwater. Ooh.
Oh, that's fine.
Cuts your hitbox in half. You can't shoot fire though, but kind of messed up that fireball there at the end. So we'll see how this last room goes. It can be a little scary sometimes, especially when that bro does that. Ooh,
Okay.
man.
That's game number
Well,
1.
yep, that's Mario 1.
All right.
Nice.
All right, princess. Yep.
Yeah, gotta actually switch the cartridges here.
Well, while we do this, we have a $50 donation from Kay the Kitsune. There's an incentive for a blindfolded run. Y'all, we gotta see the blindfolded run. The runner sure won't. We're at $740 out of the $2,500. Keep those running. We have about 24 minutes to get that, so keep them zooming.
Well, here's Mario 2, the one with vegetables, not
Yep.
the slightly harder Mario 1 looking game. Ooh, getting a 1-up. So all the characters have different abilities in this game, and you use what's more beneficial to you in the level. So he's using Luigi here. It's not something you'd see normally, but for safe strats, this is a very good character choice since he can make those big jumps.
Yeah, usually you would see Toad in this level. Toad has the ability to run faster by holding an enemy. Luigi has a really nice high jump. He is kind of floaty too, and I don't know if he has ice physics. I don't think he has ice physics in this one, does he? No.
It's a little weird, but nothing like some other games. Nothing like the other Mario 2.
True. Yeah.
There he just skates forever. He never stops. Oh, Toad here is gonna be interesting. There's a fun trick here. You take this carpet, load the other one, and then now you just have running speed while on the carpet. So you can just skip like the whole level.
Yeah, you don't need the key in this one at all. If you were Luigi, you can do a strat where you can create a super jump and jump onto the ledge without having to grab the key.
Yeah, but Toad being able to run over that entire gap is a little faster.
It's definitely much faster.
Get him out.
Yep. Good work so far here. And now you'll see the first warp in this game. The warp to World 4 is here in 1-3.
So the way how warp zones work in this game, you have to grab a potion, and then you have to take it towards a vase or vase, I don't know, whatever. So you take it to a vase, and then you go into the other world, so to speak, and then you'll be able to go into the vase, and then it'll take you to the warp zone, like so.
Yep. That's the subcon. I believe it's the official term. And then, yeah, you saw him at the beginning. He grabbed a Shy Guy, which looks slow, but because Toad moves faster while carrying an enemy like this, it's optimal to just grab it as quickly as possible and then keep it throughout the entire level. And then, yeah, this level will have ice physics, so. But skilled runners, it doesn't really affect anything.
Yeah.
Blast off. And then this is a really tricky section, especially with Toad because of his very small jumps. So focus a little bit here. A little bit of lag to seal the deal. All right, very good. And then funny Shy Guy.
He's just stuck in the wall.
Yeah, so if you take damage, like enemies don't collide with things anymore if they're being thrown. So because that Shy Guy's falling down, he gets stuck in the ground and then collision gets turned back on, so he just kind of gets stuck there. Doesn't save anything, but it's funny, so we do it. Yeah, World 4 is pretty tricky since you have to use Toad, and then there's a lot of enemies you have to like duck under and dodge.
Unfortunately, they're in the same area every time.
Yeah, there's no RNG like anywhere in this game, which is kind of nice because everything in this game specifically is kind of like level cycle based, where all of the cycles start when you start the level. So if you play the same way every time, it should be the same.
Speaking of RNG, there's going to be no RNG here because I know we're going to get that incentive for Super Mario Bros. 1-1 blindfolded. We are $750. Let's keep donating. Thank you, Aquanon, for the $25 donation. Make sure you're scrolling down and selecting that incentive, folks. Let's do it. Woo!
Seen some really tight jumps here in 6-1. This is where the levels really start getting hard. Nice clip. It's really easy to just clip into the corners of objects in this game. Usually it doesn't help, but usually it doesn't hurt either. And then here you'll see digging for the first time. You really need to get a good rhythm to optimally get through these sections, and then the Shy Guys kind of get in the way. And now Phanto here is going to charge, so got to be on the lookout for that guy.
All right.
Very good.
We have a $10 donation from Jules. Let's see this blindfolded run. Keep the hype coming, folks.
There's a little scary Birdo there. Later Birdos start shooting fireballs rather than eggs, so you need to use objects within the arena to finish her off, and that one shot one right into you, so glad that worked out pretty well. And this level's super sick, so we're just gonna watch in awe. Hopefully everything goes well. But you can just use Luigi's high jumps to kind of jump over all the enemies and just skip this entire level, because you're supposed to actually jump onto a right-facing enemy and kind of ride it to the end. But yeah, if you're just a gamer, you can do that instead. Not intended, but darn does it look like it, because those enemies are placed so perfectly to... okay.
Right in the noggin.
So, yeah, when you pick up an object like that, you can take damage you have like invulnerability for a little bit, so using that to the advantage for the egg to just kind of clip through and not take damage.
Can we have a $5 donation train for hype for that sick gaming we just saw?
It was pretty sick gaming.
Pretty sick gaming.
Speaking of sick gaming, that was potion jump. So you take the potion, you throw it against the wall, and then you jump on it as it's falling, and you can skip the short... Like there's an intended shortcut, there's some quicksand that you're supposed to ride under, but you shortcut the shortcut by going over it. So this Birdo's a little tricky, so gonna play it safe here. Oh, running right into you. And now here is one of the harder boss fights in the game, if not the hardest. Try Clyde here. Just won't stop shooting fire, so... Uh-oh.
Okay.
That's fine, we don't need that one anyway.
Don't snipe.
Please don't.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go.
Sometimes that Tri-Clyde shoots the last bits.
Yeah, that Tri-Clyde's actually Troll Clyde. Sometimes it'll just, on the way, even though it's dead and it's falling, it will still shoot fireballs and just, like, I don't know, after kill you, and then you have to do the fight again. But that did not happen. And there you can see the first ladder jump where it's, you can do it with any character, but it's easiest with Luigi. You have like 8 frames or so, but if you like scoot yourself off a ladder, you can jump right before you start falling. And you're gonna be seeing that implemented a lot coming up here at the end of this stage. Including a fun little jump where you just kind of use Luigi's jump to jump off this jumping guy and then skip that entire section. And here come the ladder jumps. Oh. Whew. Gotta charge that super jump there to make that. And then look out for this guy. Nice. And now for a tricky Birdo fight. So this is a Birdo that will not shoot an egg, so...
Oh. This is...
It's okay.
Yep.
It's the last
You
one.
had, yep. So, very good. And we're already in the last level of Mario 2.
Woo!
So this level is actually very difficult, and you got to play as Toad to do it optimally. So again, just picking up the enemy to run a little bit quicker to this door, and then this is where things get a little scary. Oh,
Nice. Okay.
Oh my, yeah. So as I was saying, a little scary. And you're gonna see a lot of more climbing here, and there's a fun little section here where there's a whole, this stage is a whole maze, but using that ladder jump kind of technique, you can just run on the ceiling and kind of skip the whole thing, which is always fun. The less of the game you have to play, the better in a speedrun. And
Absolutely.
the added benefit is the key doesn't spawn in the Birdo, so you don't have to do this Birdo fight either. It's quite nice. And with that, we are about to go to war. Just got to go through one more mask gate, I think is their name.
Yeah, I think so.
Top 10 anime plot twists of all
Oh
time.
no, it's an enemy? That's crazy. Okay.
Oh, that was a
That's
double shot.
so rude.
Oh, you got a
Okay.
double hit too. That's pretty cool. All right, here's the actual final boss, and missed the veggie cycle, so this is gonna be a little tricky of a fight. But yeah, I gotta. In this universe, vegetables are deadly, so we're gonna just feed the wart. So you just have to wait for him to open his mouth. He's doing a nice timing strat by jumping and counting his jumps, and then knows when to throw the veggie where wart's bubbles don't shoot out yet, and he still eats it. So very nice strat to do here. Oh, barely missed that one. It should be just one more, I believe.
Yes.
And then, yep. All right, so there are the bubbles, and then there we go. Very good. So that is Mario 2.
Yep.
Just got to enter the door. And now, little quick donation as we swap to Mario 3.
Yes, thank you all so much for donating towards that incentive. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are making our way up there. If you really want to see that incentive, which I do, you don't have a lot of time. You got like 15 minutes. So thank you so much for those donations and supporting Able Gamers and supporting our amazing runner, yeabruh00.
Thank you so much for your donations, everyone. Beautiful cause today, so glad we're able to support with some fast-paced gaming here live at TwitchCon.
And here we are at Super Mario Bros. 3, the final game of this trilogy. We're going to see a new mechanic here called P-Speed. So whenever Mario is on the ground, it checks every frame to see if Mario's on the ground. That way you'll see the triangles that are on the bottom. It'll give you like a light up for that. Let's see if we can get early P-Speed here.
Looking
looks
good,
good.
yep. So there's a little RNG that needs to be in your favor for that, because the way like P-Speed is checked can be weird. I don't know, it's very technical, but the short answer is there's a little bit of RNG there, and it was good. Played well and got the RNG needed. So got P-Speed super early and was able to finish the stage a little faster than normal. And now we'll be getting the first warp whistle.
Yeah, so in this category, we're going to need 2 warp whistles here. We're going to get one in 1-3 and the other one is in the fortress. And then we're going to warp all the way to World 8. So this is the any percent no wrong warp category. There is an any percent category as well, but it is completely different. And there's like a lot of shenanigans going on. So
There's a fun thing called arbitrary code execution, which we are not going to do here. That would be not allowed in this category. So gotta beat the games as intended for the most part. We still do a few things. But yeah, this level's a little tricky here. Oh,
I didn't expect to get that P-Speed.
yeah,
Yeah.
so he accidentally gamed a little bit. Like, it's actually kind of hard to get P-Speed early, and he wasn't expecting it, so that kind of just threw off the timing. So this is what was supposed to happen. See, Mario did not get the P-Speed early, and then you get it here. And now with a little tricky jump here, you can keep the P-Speed, grab the power-up, and fly all the way up, all in one swift movement.
that's not lava, by the way. That's ragu.
Okay,
Yeah.
the more you know. Today I learned.
We are less than $1,500 away from that blindfolded run at 1,000 out of 2,500. Let's go, folks. We can do it.
All right, entering World 8.
So you would think World 8 would be exciting here, but we're going to be seeing a lot of auto-scrollers. So if you got more donations coming,
Yeah,
feel free to read them.
we're gonna be here a little while.
Okay, thank you. We have $25 from Anonymous. Thank you so much, Anonymous, for donating to Able Gamers. We are also $500 away from 5,000. If we hit that blindfolded goal, we will blow past $5,000. Can we get there? Ooh, I just saw it tick up by another $50. Thank you so much for those donations, folks. We have a $50 donation from Grubane. Thank you, Grubane, for that $50 to Able Gamers.
Yep, so the auto-scrollers, yeah, you just have to wait for them. Bowser is just really rude in this game and makes you wait a lot in World 8. Like, he thinks it's a hard stage. Like, you put all these enemies there, but yeah, once you've done it enough, like, it's pretty easy. So you're just stuck here waiting. Sometimes a funny thing is top runners will like get hit here anyway because they were just messing around so much from being bored and will screw up something.
That is true.
Hopefully I'm not cursing anything, so.
Holy guacamole, we are now at $13.25 for that goal. Oh my goodness, we're over halfway there and we're just under $200 away from 5K. Let's go, thank you everybody.
Definitely getting there, so. We just have a little bit of time, like we're only in World 8, so. Gotta hurry it up a little, gotta speed run those donations, we'll say. Because World 8 takes about 5 minutes, I'd say. It's probably a little more than that.
A little bit. Not too much, though. And we got the song.
Yeah, 7 minutes or so. And we've already blown past 2 of them with the first auto-scroller, and now for 2 more in the second auto-scroller. Although there's something very tough to do at the start here, so. Gonna need some focus time.
Oh, very nice.
Well done. So I don't know why Nintendo put that fire flower or just power up there. That is the hardest thing in the world to get, and with the way duck jumps work sometimes, and having only a 1 tile gap between the ceiling and the block, it makes grabbing that power up like almost impossible sometimes. But he implemented a piece speed strategy there that was popularized a little bit more recently, where you kind of just get P-speed with your raccoon tail and kind of fly up into it, but it's a very tight timing to hit, so almost missed it too, so it was a little scary, but now we have fire, which is going to be crucial that we keep this fire flower until the Bowser fight at the end, because it's going to save a lot of time, because the Bowser fight, usually he stomps the ground and you have to wait for him to keep stomping the ground until he stomps it so much that it ends his career, but we're going to just spam a bunch of fireballs into his face instead.
And it takes 35 fireball shots to kill Bowser, so.
Yeah, so still takes quite a bit of time to kill Bowser even with fire, but it saves a lot of time over the usual strat. And then, yeah, we also use fire to kill off all the other enemies like Boom Boom. Just a nice, easy 5-shot kill instead of 3 stomps, so. Fire flower is always crucial in these games.
$1,425. We have a $250 donation from Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous. And Cool Maddie, thank you for that $250 donation. Hey, all, Maddie here. It's time for blindfolded action. Don't disappoint me, everyone. I don't think they are, because we are almost at $1,500 already. They just keep rolling in. Thank you so much.
All right, so what we just went through there was the hands, so. It's a pretty famous part of the Mario 3 speedruns. There's a 50-50 chance. There are 3 tiles there. 50-50 chance a hand comes in and pulls you in, and you have to play a stage. And obviously you want no hands optimally, because each stage is like 20 seconds. You don't want to do that. So we only got 1 there, which is pretty good RNG, pretty average. So love to see it. Not only lost about 20 seconds over what could have been a minute. So favorable RNG, especially for a marathon setting. And then this is one of the tougher auto-scrollers because bottomless pit at all times, and it moves pretty fast. So, gotta be careful here. But luckily, this will be the last auto-scroller for a few stages. And then we can get into some real action. Quick donation if you have one.
Yes, we have a $25 donation from Efficacy Crowd Hype. Hype, can I have a hype from the crowd? Woo! We have one from Dan for $50. And to think I can't beat SMB 3 in 30 minutes. Very impressive gaming.
All right, so here's where the normal stages show up. So these are really hard to do optimally. Like, it's actually quite ridiculous. So we're gonna use the star here to make the opening a little easy. Hopefully get P-speed here early. And it's really hard to maintain it throughout the stage. So, very nice. Wow. That was looking a little scary too, so that worked out very well.
It did.
8-2 is a little scarier though.
Yeah, again, none of these levels really make it easy on you. He lures you in with the auto-scrollers, like, oh, this is a cakewalk, and then, oh, wait, yeah, these levels are actually kind of hard, because we get Mr. Sun, shot him for swag, because you can't kill him unless you have a hammer suit. So, the Sun moves kind of randomly, and that was not a great pattern, but dealt with very well. So there's a 2 down. And now, another scary level, on top of scary level, is the fort here. Especially not having a star power up for this beginning section, so. Gonna have to dodge these little disco balls. And then we get into the conveyor belt room.
Also, this is the last level of opportunity to keep the fire flower as well, because the last couple levels don't have any fire flowers.
Yeah, if you had lost a fire flower earlier, there's places to pick it up here. Also, we're gonna try to make a cycle here. Ooh, barely. Ooh. Oh. Okay.
Controller moment.
Controller moment, but we're fine. So got the first cycle there, which can be pretty tight to hit sometimes, so that was good. And yeah, luckily, yeabruh00's a gamer, hasn't lost fire yet, but this was the last chance if he were to make a mistake to get fire back. So this is, it all comes down to this. Can't make any more mistakes from here to the rest of the run. And we'll have one more auto-scroller section here, so a time for a few more donations.
Oh my goodness, we are just over $1,000 away from SMB1. We have so much hype. Lissa Rocks, donated $25. If you're down with P, well, then you're down with me. Thank you so much for that donation. And Frozen Flygon donated $50. Let's go blindfolded incentive. Shout outs to all the runners this weekend. You all are great to work with. Ray Martinet said, speed run. And let's go, folks. Let's speed run these donations. $25 away from $5,000 raised for Able Gamers, and we are $25 away from $1,500 with this incentive. Make sure you're scrolling down and selecting that incentive. Do we have time for more?
One more, yeah.
We have $25 from Ghost Rom 64. Way to go!
So, a strategy was using a lot in this auto-scroller specifically is for most of it, you can just stick to the right side of the screen and just spam fireballs. It's really just that easy, so yeah. Shoutouts to that. Giving it a little calm before the storm, because Bowser's Castle, you're gonna see a lot of fun stuff here. So that was the last Boom Boom fight, and we're about to finish the run. We just have one more stage, and then that's the first 3 Mario games all completed in front of your eyes in like half an hour, so gonna go for a clip here. Oh, the bonk is gonna make that. Oh, I mean, technically it could still work, but oh, okay, you're just gonna go for it. All right, fair enough. Well, he used that platform, so now this is the only way to complete. Okay, well, there we go. So yeah, if he had that first try, it would have saved a second, but yeah, it didn't end up working out. But because he triggered the platform, he had to hit the clip then to progress. And then here's another one, the Nintendo Power one, as we call it.
It's the most electrifying clip in all of entertainment.
There we go.
The People's Clip.
The People's Clip.
The People's Clip. Love that.
And now this is a really hard room. You want to keep P speed optimally and very tightly hit these duck jumps.
Oh,
oh boy.
Yeah.
All right, here's the
boy.
Bowser fight. 35 fireballs to victory. Hopefully Bowser doesn't troll. All right. We should be in the clear. GG. There it is.
GG.
Beautiful.
And then timing will be when Mario enters the door here. And yeah, that's the run. All 3 Mario games in less than half an hour. It's a pretty cool sight to behold. 3, 2, 1, time.
9.
We just hit $5,000. Let's go! Thank you so much for that awesome run, yeabruh00.
You're welcome.
Right? Any closing remarks?
A quick shout out to my family and friends in the Philippines. Kumusta kayo dyan? And to everyone who's here, who had me the opportunity to showcase the run. Thank you, GTAce SuperSonic, for providing the color and the commentary here. And if you want to speed run, Mario's the way to go.
It is the way to go. There's the 2D Mario speedrunning Discord's all in one place, so all of these games, you can find people in that Discord. They're there to help. You can find the links to like in all the SRC pages for any of these games or the multi-Mario games. Like it's all there for the taking, so please join. All the games are fun. If any of these, you could just try one. You don't have to try all three. You can if you want, but just try one out. They're pretty easy to get into, and there's a community there to help you out. So if you're interested, I'd recommend it.
Yeah, I think that'll do it.
All right. Well, thanks for having all of us, and enjoy the rest of the event, everyone.